Hi there and welcome back to Japan, where we're going to be doing a reaction and review to Maple Canada by the Wisley brothers. As always, you know how this works. This is the review video. If you want to see the reaction, I just did that, so pause this video, click on the little link in the description below, opens up a separate little YouTube player. You can watch the reaction there in case you haven't heard the song before, or in case you just wanted to watch it with me when I heard it for the first time a few seconds ago. Otherwise, here comes the review. So are you ready for the review? I hope so, because here it comes anyway. So yeah, this is, like I said, the second one of our Wisley Brothers weekend listen through, and coming 2 years after the prior song. Obviously, you don't expect that each song is not an individual demonstration of the time. I'm sure there's lots of different songs on each album, each release, but this one obviously now taking on a much more somber tone for the best part. I was intrigued by this because this, like I said in the previous review when we were looking at the song that came before, I felt that the thing that they needed was something to make themselves discernibly different from other bands who have the same sound, because a lot of bands have this sound. And that last song had something which really stood out as being different. There was oodles of personality coming through in the way it was performed. So when this song came in, it came in with very sort of subtle to and fro, two-chord thing. And the vocal performance again had that slightly loose feel, but here, without that same sense of joy, it kind of didn't quite click with me straight away. Felt a little bit just like it was kind of a bit sleepy, which is fair enough. And the song kind of spent most of its time going around building up that to and fro thing between the two chord pattern. And admittedly building up, you know, it was nice how the guitar tone got heavier. I loved the way that the drums started with that sort of chugging beat and then built up to more. There was a lot of good development in this song. It was really nicely structured in a lot of ways. I think one of the problems really for me is that this was a very good song. It was very good in that it was a sort of song where when I was listening to it, I enjoyed it. But I think my initial thought when it finished was, as much as I enjoyed that, I can't imagine myself going back to play it again. And I think the main reason why is because for me, and we're always honest on this channel, by the way, is that as much as I liked it, like I say, nothing really stood out and made this song feel special in the way that the first one had felt special. This felt much more, just kind of like it was just a good song, just kind of like it went from A to B. It did have some things that, because I'd heard the song, the previous song prior to this, I could identify. If I hadn't heard that song before, I wonder if this had been the first one I was listening to on this weekend, I think it would have been I would have probably given it a little bit more of a harsh review, because I had to identify what made this song individual by having seen them being more expressive in the previous song. It was nice because in the video you could see their faces. You could see the sort of sense of like a little bit of a cheeky joy that seems to typify who they are. But in the song, you didn't really hear that. It's not to say, like I say, it was a good song. It had structure. It had nice development in the instruments. It had nice melody writing, although I do think that verse melody was kind of getting to grate a little bit by the end of the song. I think that they underused what was basically the chorus, the payoff, the crescendo. I think we could have got a little bit more of that, because the song spent so long bouncing between those two chords, building up to it, that I felt we deserved a little bit more of a payoff in the end. And by a bit more of a payoff, I just mean more of what they were already doing. That chorus was nice. I loved the backing vocals. I loved how it sounded really rounded. That rhymed. So I just felt they could have given us more of that chorus at the end, to pay off how long we'd been going through the sort of build-up phase. So for me, it was like there was a lot of the right things were there, but this one to me just didn't click in the same way the first one had. It felt like like I say, the fun of the personality was kind of identifiable, but it wasn't really clear in the song. It didn't really sort of come across enough to elevate the song. There was nice moments of the arrangement progressing through various phases, but it didn't ever feel like it was progressing in enough of a definite way. And like I say, the payoff at the end was a good chorus that was underused. So to me, it was just like there was a lot of good things here, but there's so many things that I think maybe just were a few small tweaks away from being much better. And I think that, like I say, that is the interesting thing. The overall sound of this song is quite nice. I like the sound of the song. I just think maybe that's the thing. Maybe it could have just been, like I say, less of the build-up, more of the payoff. And I think that would have probably been enough to sort of deal with that. Considering how long the verses were, actually, I think that would have been prime time for them to use the singer's seeming ability to sort of really speak personality into her lyrics, which I don't think was quite as identifiable in this song. So yeah, like I say, just kind of, it was good. It was good, but not in a way that made me think, oh, I've really got to come back and check this one out again. Whereas the song I heard before this, I definitely will be checking out again, because that was just, that kind of like immediately, it's one of those songs that makes your day straight away. Obviously this is going for a very different tone. I just don't think it quite grabbed me in the same way. So yeah, I'd be very interested to know what you guys think. As always, you know how this works. Comments, please tell me what you think. We're always honest on this channel, but music is just as good as you, the listener, find it to be. Music is subjective. I just give my opinions as someone who's worked with music for my entire adult life, but hey, what you like is just as important, so please tell me, give me your opinions about this song as well. I mean, obviously this one's more popular, it's got a lot more views, but I'd be very intrigued to know. Like I said, it does very much appeal to what is currently, or has been for the last few years, is a very popular style in Japan. Like I said, there's a lot of Japanese bands doing this kind of sound. So I can kind of see that, but I'm interested to know what you guys think. As always, feel free to like, subscribe, all the YouTubey stuff is much appreciated. Good for the algorithms, at least, as we're a non-monetized channel. Talking of non-monetized channel, big thank you to the patrons, as always, for keeping this whole thing running, keeping us alive, keeping the ship afloat. A big thank you to anyone who checks out any of our social medias or any of the other social medias, links in the description below as well. There's lots of people in our community talking about Japanese music all the time, so feel free to join them and me. And yeah, just thank you anyway for getting through to the end of this video. So until I hopefully see you very soon for the next one of these here in Japan, for now, ciao ciao.